Well, they don't come much bigger or better than the men's beach flag final. A few of the old heads and a couple of young guns in here as well.
Yeah, Simon Harris, 10 times Australian champion, but Paul CRACROFT Wilson, his teammate from Kurrawa, will be trying to repeat what his wife Melissa has just achieved.
Cooper Miskell and Nathan Massingham, a couple of young guns in there, and Nils the German. I'll leave his club name to you, Jack, because that's far too tough for me. Paul CRACROFT Wilson in the centre of screen, former world champion, certainly one to watch. And they're away in the middle, so quick off the beach there. Nathan Massingham struggled a little bit from Alexandra Headland. He's just that step too slow compared to the older competitors, but he will grow, won't they? They've got a great beach program down there at Alexandra Headland.
They're under the watchful eye of Vinnie Jason up there at Alex, so they've got a fantastic future ahead.
I heard you're one to get down there and show them how it's done, but even you can't do it as well as Sam MISPELHORN and Brandon McMahon, the two other Kurrawa competitors there out in front, and that's Massingham's day over. The boys are lining up as well. 4 Kurrawa caps and the German there. We're riding on with Nils at the moment. I think we're all going for the German up against the 4 Aussies in this one. The odds are definitely stacked up against him. He's the biggest out of all of them. And they're away quickly. The Kurrawa boys are up. They're battling on either side. Nils, oh no, that's day over for the German. You can see the anguish on his face. It's a long way to come to finish 5th in the flags, but I've been told he'll be back in later rounds, and we haven't seen the last of Nils from Germany. Paul CRACROFT Wilson did that one very easily.
How quick are these boys from Kurrawa, Josh? They make their water competitors look very average.
I'm sure they do, as the boys, they're so fast out of the blocks there. And the big tall man, we see the anguish on his face as he turns, a little stumble, and he is just not quick enough. There could have been the opportunity there for 1 or 2 of the Kurrawa boys to try and make the final a little bit easier for themselves, but they didn't. It's all yellow, white and blue here in the final 4. Sam MISPELHORN, Brandon McMahon, Simon Harris, who it's actually his 40th birthday today. He doesn't look like a day over 39, and he'll be looking for an early birthday present here with his teammates. And they're away quickly. 4 Kurrawa competitors are off, and Harris has no dramas in the centre. It's Sam MISPELHORN will go home. He'll have to go back to training and try and take these guys down. So Brandon McMahon, Simon Harris and Paul CRACROFT Wilson, they're our final 3. Taking a look at the replay here. CRACROFT Wilson so quick off the beach. Simon Harris quick to turn. His low centre of gravity really gives him an advantage here in the beach flags, doesn't it, Jack?
Oh, and he's so hard to beat, Josh. I mean, 10-time Australian champion. How can you go past him?
Well, Paul CRACROFT Wilson and Brandon McMahon will be doing their best. Closest to screen, it's CRACROFT Wilson. McMahon in the centre, Harris at the top. You'd have to think the 2 experienced outsiders will try and squeeze the middleman out. And they're down and away. McMahon's up quick, but not quick. Oh, a little push and shove there with CRACROFT Wilson, and he's just not fast enough. He tried to get that shoulder in front, and he's just struggled. It's all smiles on the beach because he knows it's a Kurrawa 1, 2, 3. But the least experienced of the 3 finalists goes home in 3rd place. Brandon McMahon, he was 2nd in the under-19 flags at the Australian titles. He'll finish 3rd here on his home beach. And we've got the final we've all been looking for, Harris and CRACROFT Wilson. As we see the push and shove there from CRACROFT Wilson. Who's your tip for the final, Jack? There's been no standout so far.
Well, I can't go past Harris. I mean, day after day, these guys are trained together. They know exactly what's going to happen here.
CRACROFT Wilson, 2007 Australian champion. Simon Harris, 10-time Australian champion. Heads are down. And they're away quickly. Harris got off to a flying start, but CRACROFT Wilson's got his shoulder in front and did it very easily there. So what a performance. A family double for the CRACROFT Wilsons. First Melissa, now Paul, take out the opening round on home sand right here at Kurrawa Beach.
And how good is that for the Kurrawa team? 4 in the men, 2 in the women. They would have to be the most dominant club on the beach.
And these are their 2 spearheads, Simon Harris and Paul CRACROFT Wilson. Can any club in the country challenge the Kurrawa Beach Sprint team? We'll have to find out later on in the Summer of Surf, but it's all Kurrawa at home in the beach flag. Taking a look at the final results there. 1, 2, 3 and 4 Kurrawa. CRACROFT Wilson, Harris, McMahon and MISPELHORN. Nils from Germany, he'll be back later in the summer. Massingham and Cooper Miskell rounds us out in 7th place.
Yeah, no, it's a good result for this time of the season, so good way to dust out the cobwebs.
How did it feel this early in the season?
Actually, I was really happy with the turns today. This time of the season, yeah, really you just want to go for the motions, and the result's not really a big thing. It's just going for the motions and getting procedures right, and it's good coming out with a win. That's for sure.
Must be a bit of a relief to make sure you don't get a 40-year-old to take you down.
Yeah, no, he's an amazing athlete, and at 40, it's doing what he does. It's everyone's idol, really.